Hi there. Welcome to another episode on the Lux Conversations with your favorite girl, Ololade, where I talk about everything that I really want to talk about. Join me and, just enjoy. Welcome again, guys. And yes, welcome to another episode. I'm glad that you're here and you're listening. How have you been? How has January been for you so far? With all your goals, and some people might have even set daily routines and stuff that they just want to do every day. How's that been going for you? Has it been going well? I hope it. I hope it has. I hope it has been going well. I hope it has been going well. I think for me, January has been chill, apart from some personal things that have been happening. You guys, you know, adulting stuff. It is well. We'll survive. Yeah, but I think that January has been pretty chill. And if I do say so myself, I think it's been one of the shortest ones that I've experienced so far, contrary to popular opinion. All right. So, anyways, on today's episode, I have a special guest, and I'm excited to be doing this, very early in the year. So, a second guest on this podcast in general. So yeah, welcome. Please introduce yourself and let them meet you.
Hi, my name is Olamide. Thank you for having me.
Okay, great. His name is Olamide, and he thanks you for having him. Okay, that's nice. So, Mr. Olamide, how has January been for you? Yeah, how has it been for you?
Yeah, January has been quite chilled. Um, yeah, generally, work, life,
Making
family.
money
It, it has just been chilled here.
on.
I feel like it's one of the few starts of the year that I've had like a calm state, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah,
So normally, usually you have like a
it's not. It's there's always like this rush that comes with
January.
this year for most people.
Okay.
But this year, I just feel like intentionally, I've just
Decided to take
decided
it
to
chill.
just take a lot of things easy to myself, and yeah, that's just it.
Okay. That's awesome. That's actually great. All right. So today's episode promises to be very engaging, relatable, and importantly, short. So the discussion is going to be about comfort zones, leaving them. Is it even necessary to leave your comfort zone? Like, what's the big deal about it? Because many times you would hear things like, oh, you need to leave your comfort zone if you're going to achieve this certain thing. So what's the big deal about it? Is it even necessary and all of that? Yeah. So that's what we're just going to be trying to figure out. And if it is necessary, so what then does it benefit anybody that decides that I'm going to leave my comfort zone and do stuff. All right, so first off, I'm going to be asking you the first question. Okay, I trust that you're ready. So, when you think of comfort zones and living, or in general, when people say, "Oh, your comfort zone," what do you think about it?
Uh,
Like, yeah, like what does it mean to leave your comfort
um, to me, it's just the default state. Let me put it that way. Like you just it's pleasant here. Like that state that you just feel more over relaxed. Yeah, if
zone?
that's right. I feel like that is how I picture it in my head.
Basically, like the way you just exist naturally, basically.
Yeah, the way you just exist, right? Naturally,
and,
like
and it's like chilled and comfortable, no hassle and all of that.
exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So when people now talk about like living it, Because at the end of the day, for example, me now, I'm a soft life babe. I don't like stress. Right?
Everybody doesn't like stress.
I know some people like stress, so I can even give some examples. But me, I don't like stress. So if people tell me leave your comfort zone, sometimes it sounds very threatening. Like if I want to leave my comfort zone, that means there's a lot of inconvenience that I'll be giving myself, right? So the question now is, like, do you really think that it is necessary? For example, if you want to maybe achieve some things or get to some certain levels, do you think that it's necessary? Can I achieve some things or whatever I want to achieve right within my comfort zone?
Firstly, I think it's not about how comfortable it is. I'm making reference to what you said about it being like it's a stress when people say you have to leave your comfort zone. It's just like growth.
Mm.
If you are saying okay, you are not comfortable with growing, it's something that must happen for you to attain that level that you want to attain.
I want to go.
Yeah, like it's just natural. A young boy now, when I mean a young boy, a kid now,
Mm.
there are obviously limits to what he can do
Mm.
at that age. But for him to be able to do some certain things, he has to grow into that level as well.
Mm.
So when you're talking about leaving your comfort zone, most of the time, sometimes it's not always stressful. Let me put it that way. It's not always stressful. It's just about looking into a different direction. If you are picking it from, sometimes leaving your comfort zone is not even about you adding stress to your life. It's just about you excuse me, it's just about you looking at a different direction of life. If you're talking about career now, you want to grow
Mm.
in your career, so you need to do more, you need to put in more hard work to be able to leave that comfortable state. And that comfortable state you are living doesn't necessarily mean that you are moving into a stressful, an ethic state or something, but you are moving into a more comfortable state. So I feel like a lot of people just target because they say comfort zone. Okay, if you are living in that comfort, that means you are not comfortable the next place you're going to. No.
Okay. I kind of have like, I don't know, because whenever I think of leaving your comfort zone, and even in the practical sense of it, for example, you mentioned career. Say for example, someone that's, and I mean this, I think that this is a thing that is really common these days, where people want to switch careers and yeah, basically, go into maybe a field that they were not necessarily in before. I'm just trying to paint a scenario, right? Don't you feel that all of that learning process and growing process, because at the end of the day, I think that growth in itself is not so convenient. I think that when it comes to growth, you'd be broken, you'd be like a lot to just have to go in a way. Like someone that is trying to study will definitely have to wake up. Maybe if you're working, for example, and at the same time you want to study, you're going to give a lot more sacrifices than if you were just doing one thing and focused on one thing, right? So that's why I think that, like, I'm not very certain, because that's the reason why I was saying whenever I hear leave your comfort zone, it just gives me this thing of I mean, I want to, because at the end of the day, I want to grow, but it doesn't sound easy in my head. So, like, what do you do?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be easy. Like we always say, nothing good comes easy. The truth is, if you're switching career, let's pick career for example. Now, if you're switching career, maybe you're moving from a management kind of career to maybe a technical kind of career or something.
Like tech, bro,
Yeah, something like that.
Like,
It might not even be tech. It might just be maybe you're moving to maybe like a lot of people now when they travel out of the country, they move into like the medical kind of field. Yeah. So when you're doing that, there's something you are aiming at. There's a target. Like there's a target. If I'm moving from management to tech now, there's a target. There's a reason why I'm doing that. There's a reason why I'm leaving that. That management level doesn't mean that it was comfortable for me. It doesn't mean that
like
I
what
was
you were
chilled.
doing
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a target for me to want to grow. There's
What, do you mean that there's a reason?
there's a reason, yeah. Like there's a aim. There's something I'm aiming at for me to want to go into this thing. So I feel like that's a loan should be like a motivation, a strong motivation for you to overlook the stress, overlook the.
Okay, but you're not disputing the fact that
There will be, for you to get to that level that you were even in your comfort zone. There was stress.
Oh, sure.
Like for you to even
like even going to school.
Exactly.
I mean, it came with
its own stress. Even people apprentice, like doing all these normal
like
handwork. It's stressful. You know what the bosses will put you through. You know what you face growing up as kids and all of that. So for you to want to aim high, you should expect. There's something they used to say. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but for a new level, there's a new devil kind of. This level like that. Like there's a new challenge for you.
Like a new challenge.
When you get to a bigger level, you should expect a bigger challenge. Just like the Bible said, to whom more is given, more is expected. So
yeah, I feel you. Our sensei wisdom. All right. That reminds me. So I think on the last note, I'm very curious, right? Like, even for myself, but I'm going to ask you first. I'm throwing the question to you first. Like, what is that one time that you think that you have left your comfort zone? It could be anything. Doesn't I mean we've been giving career as the example since, but it could be anything. Maybe in sense of exercising, or maybe traveling to a new place, or doing something completely out of your normal, out of something like out of your status quo for you. What is that one time that you did something like that, and how did it go?
I can't really pinpoint one right now, but to be honest, I've had a cause to leave my comfort zone a lot of time, a lot. Growing up as a kid, there were things I had to do that were not comfortable for me. Like there were challenges I needed to take up that were not comfortable for me, but it's one of the factors that helped me growing. Exactly, that helped me growing up. There was a time I needed to move out of. I grew up in Lagos. My family are in Lagos, so I needed to move out of Lagos for a while. So it was not as if mentally it was not comfortable for me, physically, even financially at that stage. It was not comfortable for me, but I needed to do it because I just wanted to experience. At that point, I just wanted to experience that major change, and I feel like it was important for me at that time, and I was grateful. I'm grateful. I mean, for the fact that I was able to make that step at that point in my life. A lot. There were people I needed to cut off because I was too comfortable, and I felt like it was hindering a lot of growth. I'm not talking about moving out of the like a different angle of life. So I needed to cut them off because I was too comfortable in that state, and I needed to just develop myself more. I needed to take a lot of things serious. In career as well, I needed to do a lot of studies, needed to a lot of things, a lot that I can't pinpoint to just one particular thing right now.
I really get that. So if I get what you're saying, basically, I mean, you're saying that all of this, like leaving your comfort zone, also helps with like character development.
Exactly.
It helps to like shape you and stuff. So you guys, you've seen, right? Like it is very necessary. If I'm going to just say anything on that, I'll say that it's very necessary to like. It's something to think about and work on, right? Is there any place in your life or anything that you're currently doing that you can do better, and that if you start to do better, it would help you actually get to a
There's always,
certain and
there's always something to do.
to
There's
do
always a
better.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So maybe there's a course you need to start taking. Maybe you need to start making some plans to move elsewhere if that's where you're going to grow. Right. If you need to, I mean, even as little
And the
as
truth is,
mm,
we always, in our comfort zone, we always feel like that champion. We always feel like we are the dawn.
So what now helps
Exactly.
you to see that this is not all that there is? What do you think is that in expanding your mind?
Exactly. And always understanding that there is always more. Like there's always more there's always
Whatever it
more
is
out
that
there.
you
Yeah,
are.
exactly. It's just like, okay, now if you're working in a firm and you feel comfortable, I think
Yes, it's certain
exactly. There's one of my brothers that was, we're having a random conversation. It's not random conversations, but it's not something relating to this. It was a conversation we were having one time, and it was like there's somebody in their team that have been so comfortable with the state for quite a long time that even newbies that comes into the game
still get promoted.
exactly. So it just makes you understand that there's more out there. When you understand that there's more out there, you always want to constantly grow, leave that present state. Imagine you are working somewhere and they are paying you something for a lengthy period of time, whereas a lot of people have gone taking higher courses, done a lot of studies, earning more, not just any more, they're in a better position, impact. So you need to understand that there's more out there. You don't need to be comfortable with your present state. Spiritually as well, when we're talking about Christianity as well, you always say you should constantly be on fire. It doesn't every day. You don't need to be comfortable with the fact that I know God. You should exactly. You should constantly seek for
like that state of growth. Basically,
exactly.
We should always we should have that mindset of growth. Like there's always something to grow into. There's always there's always room for there's always room to evolve and progress and all of that. I don't know, leaving my comfort zone. I would say for me, it's just one time. Maybe not just one time, but every time that I ever have to think about, what was that one big time I had to leave my comfort zone? I'll say that it was during my NYSC. It wasn't choice. I mean, I'm this whole episode now is me saying, I'm encouraging you to choose to leave your comfort zone. But when I had to leave my comfort zone at that time, it wasn't necessarily something that I chose. I eventually chose it, but maybe if someone had asked me at that time where I want to serve, I grew up in Lagos, schooled in. I would probably say I want to serve in Lagos or maybe bad Ibadan. But I mean, this Nigerian people, government of them, of we and all of us, decided to carry me all the way to Jos, Plateau State, and I'm like, hey God, I remember crying and wondering thinking about it now, I feel like I needed that time, right? It helped me to just see a whole lot more of what there was in Nigeria. It might not sound like it now because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that just feel Nigeria big, but it really helps me to understand like the intricacies that Nigeria has when it comes to the tribes, the ethnicity of some people, even religion. Because I remember I was at that time when someone tells me, "Oh, my name is Adam," and I'm like, "Ah, you're a Christian?" Oh, but apparently they're Christians, and I didn't know prior to that. I mean, I just felt like everybody's going to be Muslim. Everybody's Hausa. If you're in the north, then you're Hausa, which wasn't so. So those were the things I was able to learn, and I was able to relate with these guys and all of that. And it was a beautiful experience. I met people, awesome people too, right? But I can't lie. At the beginning, it wasn't seeming like that. It was not a very nice thing that I didn't want to do it. Yeah,
the kind of lifestyle
it was way different.
It's not home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like that. Just like I said, home is pleasant.
Do you
home is
understand?
comfortable.
No, just
But
chilled.
you are away from home. You had to go
It wasn't funny.
do a lot of things.
And but you know that at the end of it, I think I was actually grateful for it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like
I was really grateful.
I'm excited
for it.
that I experienced that phase of my life.
Right. I feel like there's a lot. It was just the point for me that it was necessary. Anyways, it was necessary. It helped with character development for me, like spiritually, even financially. Because well, I had to be responsible for myself in a very in the large sense of it. I mean, prior to that, I was in school and
Yeah. And one thing that I want to us to understand is a lot of people, just rounding up, a lot of people feel like, I'm bringing this to the current trend now. A lot of people feel like when you're talking about comfort zone, it's about leaving Nigeria, it's about moving to US, UK, Canada.
I mean, that was
No, it is. But I used to tell people that personally,
Mm.
Jackpot shouldn't be a trend, in the sense that,
Why?
what I mean is in the sense that we all have different reasons for leaving the country. But a lot of people, I feel like they just pick it like a trend. Yeah. So that's the mentality that you need to.
When you say trend, you mean they're just following the
Yeah,
bandwagon.
exactly. But now your comfort zone can even still be in this Nigeria.
Like
leaving your comfort zone can also be like,
yes, now some people
living
come from Abuja to Lagos. That's
Exactly.
comfort zone because
not even that. I have a friend who is in media,
okay,
but he is so keen about investing in a different a different community, of like a different business community.
like he wants to move into a different.
Not move, but he's keen on investing in maybe like somebody who is in media. He can invest in maybe like in oil and gas and stuff like that. So he's keen of living. Oh, he's already comfortable in media, but he wants to see more. He wants to experience more. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to leave Nigeria before you can see more. Exactly. You can leave, or you can travel, explore, see the world, because the world is big enough. See the world.
I actually think that at a point in everybody's life.
But it shouldn't necessarily be like, hey, you want to japa because people are japa.
Oh no. So I actually think that at a point in everybody's life, this is, by the way, you guys. I think that you need to leave this country because there are a lot of things that are not normal. Sure. I mean, I was having that conversation with you. I'm like, nah, you need to go outside, see some normal things, and be like, true. The things they do for Nigeria is not normal, you know. Yeah, but I mean that's me, like, note. Anyway, so to round up this the idea is, you guys leave your comfort zone. This is a new year, right? And whatever it is that you want to do differently, whatever new thing you want to do, this is the best time to start. This is the best time to strategize on how, like, you want to do whatever it is, right? And I really know that if you put your mind to it, it would definitely happen. It would happen for you. And yeah, see you at the top, guys, because I'm also leaving my comfort zone this year. And I believe that you are too, right? All right, awesome. All right, so you guys, catch you on the next episode. I remain your favorite girl, Oladi. Thank you. If you've listened up to this point, you guys, real G's, my guys, I love you. All right, bye, guys. All right.